I think this rookie class is amazing. Like there are they're 10 deep in this class of
That's
guys
what I was
who
about
can
to say.
play.
I see strong contributors. I don't know if I see superstar. I see strong contributors in this draft class.
All right, so look, you got Kay Cunningham,
Mm-hmm.
Jalen Green,
Mm-hmm.
Evan Mobley, Scott Barnes.
Yep.
You got Davion, the kid out of Sacramento, Davion. You got Bones. You got Herbert from New Orleans, and the other boy from Denver. Josh Giddey, who can be an international star. Giddey can be a star.
He can play.
You got Ale, the kid from out of Chicago. He can ball. You got Jalen Shrugs, who can ball. That's a young team. I just think that there's so many players that was in this draft. Then you got the two kids. You got Kuminga and you got Moody from Golden State.
Kuminga is no joke. Moody is no joke.
But and then you got we got to revisit Wiseman because Wiseman is going to come back. Golden State they're going to go on a little run here. They're going to go on a little run.
Oh, we're going to get into that. They're about to go on. I think their next 2, 3, 4 final run.
Yeah, I think they could get 3. If they get this one, I think they can get 3.
Yep, I agree.
But they have to keep. And I as much as we talk about Wiggins, Wiggins is playing really well.
Very well.
But they have to be able to keep both. They have to be able to keep Poole. If they can't keep Poole, I don't. They'll be able to keep the thing going because what I see, I don't think Clay is ever coming back. I think Clay is.
See, I've heard those takes. I think it's real early saying that. Think about we didn't see when did we see Kevin Durant? How long was it after he tore his Achilles, man?
Yeah,
he didn't tear his knee up. So I think Clay right now is still a work in progress. His body probably doesn't even feel right some days, but he's still out there balling.
No. And when I say I don't think he's a bum. I think he's gonna go to maybe off the bench, like 16th game off the bench. You know what I'm saying? Like I think that's the transition that's gonna happen because to be honest with you, Clay and Steph, they don't blow by people at all.
Mm-hmm.
Like the thing with Poole,
but you do know Steph has been driving more though.
He's driving, but it's still like that boy. What's the boy from Boston? With the headband.
From Boston, headband.
White.
Oh, White. Yeah.
Hey, I'm impressed by him.
Hey, I'm impressed by him, but I thought in game 2, I saw if you put a hand in his face and get up and let him feel you a little bit, he's a different White.
Yeah, but he played defense. Like I like him as a player. Like you know what I'm saying. So I'm more or less looking. I'm looking at these guys because now when I watch the games, I'm prospecting. Like I never used to really do that.
There you go.
Yeah. You know, so I'm prospecting. So I'm looking.
I don't think Poole's going anywhere though. They're not letting Poole get out of that building.
I think his value fell from where I thought it was going to be. I thought he was going to wind up like pulling like a super max, like a max contract.
Yep.
I think they're going to have to pay him $100 million for 4 years. They're not going to be able to keep him and Wiggins unless Wiggins is willing to take a pay cut. Like
I think
Wiggins have to
for them to keep it going, a few people might have to take a pay cut.
Like I said, I don't think they do it in basketball where, like, I think Steph would have to rip up his contract.
But when is Clay's next contract? When is his contract up?
I think didn't they pay him after he tore his first injury?
You're right.
So I think he has 2 or 3 years left.
Yeah, that's the person I was going for. He may have to. Yeah, you're right. And you know Wiggins. James Wiseman is the 5th highest paid player on that team at $9 million a year.
He make $9 million.
He makes $9 million, sir. I saw a stat on this the other day.
They're gonna have to pay him too.
Yep.
Play yet.
Yep.
So that's pretty interesting how they work. If they're able to get for the cheap, if he's like, hey, he's injury prone, he take the money, like do a Scottie Pippen deal. But if he tests the market, I think that kid's gonna be good. And look, and Looney, they're gonna have to pay Looney. like I never thought that I would say that.
He
but
can play,
Looney
he's cleaning glass.
He is very good at that role. He plays defense on ball on the guards. Now, I'm more impressed with that. The on-ball defense on the guards, as well as the offensive rebounding.
So hold on, let me say what R is saying here. I've been telling y'all Warriors will win title. Wiggins will get trophy. What trophy? Which trophy you think you're gonna get? And we'll leave next year. People gets paid. Is that the trophy? Who gets paid? Okay. But what trophy is Wiggins getting? Let us know. Because somebody else is gonna be MVP of the final.
I think he's just talking about a chip.
Yeah, that is the trophy. He does get a chip. Golden State's about to run, bro. Looney wants to stay. Yeah, wouldn't you want to stay? If I was Looney, I'm not going anywhere else.
Yeah, but I mean, so the deal is, when Wiseman is healthy, are you gonna keep Wiseman on the bench?
No, you're probably gonna start. Well, I think the smartest thing for Golden State to do will be to split the groups up into two different teams. So you have a point guard, you have a center on one team. You have a point guard, you have a center on another team. And when that one team sits down or they start trickling down one by one and the other team comes in, then that's their role.
But the players have to be willing to.
Oh, I think they're bound to the system.
Like Jordan Poole. So look, Jordan Poole is in a very weird situation. Jordan Poole he should have his own team. Actually, and I'm about to say this, and I kind of been trying to figure out what it's like watching Jaylen Brown and Tatum play together. It feels like OKC when Russ used to take more shots than Kevin Durant.
Yeah, you're right.
He doesn't defer. He doesn't defer at all.
When I met Jordan Poole, I told him he moves like a cat. He agreed. Jordan Poole's funny, man. Some of the stuff he says. Somebody asked him the other day, would you rather have a hot tub or a pool? And he looked and said, pool, of course. That shot was insane. That shot was crazy, man. What was he, 2 steps in past half court?
Yeah. Do you have any? You have any Jordan Pooles?
I have just a few, not a lot. That guy. The one I have is Raw. 2 I have is Raw. That guy's a person that I've been watching to see where's his market going for a while. And I was going to go deep on Jordan Poole. So we'll see.
It's already too expensive now.
Well, you got some stuff that's on car auto and numbered that's somewhat expensive, but still attainable. Still within some reach, you know.
See, I like the stuff that's not quite like where you have to do something, like you have to figure it out, like you have to really come up, like Kenyon Martin Jr., right?
Mm-hmm.
I got like 25 of these like whatever, right? I think you have to like shots. His stuff is so high to where you have to be right. You can't afford to be wrong on it.
That's what I'm saying. You're absolutely right. And that's why I've been waiting. That's exactly right. So, like I can't just jump out there on Jordan Poole. But he's showing himself. But Poole is 22. I did some research the other night. He'll be 23 on June 19th. He has to slow himself down. Steph talked about this last night in a post-game press conference. He has to slow himself down and let the game come. Sometimes he's trying to push. He's trying to make the game 1 or 2 steps more if he pull back a little bit. And he'll learn it over time. And then, but let me ask you this question. I've been asking this question to some people. I respect your opinion. I want to see what you think about this. Does Jordan Poole have a high probability of having a better career than Ja Morant?
No.
You don't think so? You sure about that, J. Mike? I'm talking about championships. What?
I mean, he's on a like, if he wins the championship team now, he's gonna have more than what Ja ever gets.
And that's just the start. You got some things going on back there.
What the just happened?
You got something up top that fell. You still there, J. Mike?
Did you see what happened?
Yeah, you got some stuff up top that fell. I saw it coming down.
Oh, all right, it'll be all right. Damn, I was thinking the seal. I'm like, well, I felt like I was in an earthquake right quick.
No, it's on that top shelf. I believe Jordan Poole has a high probability. People talk about Burrow and Herbert. I think Jordan Poole has a high probability of having a better long-term career than John Morant.
I know why you say that, because he doesn't depend on his athleticism. He'll be able to do what he's doing for a longer period of time.
Long time. He's good at the free throw line. He can shoot the three. He has a mid-range. He can cross you over, take you straight to the cup. What weaknesses are in his game unless he produces turnovers? Those are the weaknesses in his game.
You have to do it on another team.
I think Golden State is going to evolve over time. Well, that's going to end up being his team.
So I was saying this the other day to somebody. Steph Curry could play till he's 50 if he really wanted to.
And he will.
I don't think I'm doing that.
He's going to play until in his 40s. That jump is going to get him to his 40s.
His wife, I could see him looking at what happened with his father. You know what I'm saying? Like, wanting to secure his family. Like, look, what he got to prove. I know for sure he's going to want more titles than LeBron.
And he's going to get them.
I think he's going to wind up with 6.
He's going to get them.
So I think it comes down to, like, so Steph could technically just be like Ray Allen for the rest of his career, or Reggie Miller.
He could. And he'll definitely
want to do that. Will he want to do that?
We'll see. If he's rolling with his boys, right? If he still has Poole and other people around him, he might want to do that. And it's scary if he does. It's scary.
And he's shown the fact that he would sit back, take a lesser seat. But will he be willing to, just sit in the corner? Well, he moves out the basketball, so I could see him doing that. But I think Poole is doing well in his position now. At some point, someone's going to get in his head and tell him he needs his own team. Just like I think Wiggins is going to win his own team.
Who's going to win his own team? John Morant? Who?
Wiggins.
No.
I'm telling you, he was the number 1 overall pick, and people said that they wanted him. They said he had a bad career. Man has a lifetime career average almost 20 points a game.
But he's a player that doesn't like the limelight, and he knows that. And he knows that.
Well, we'll see with the contract. What kind of contract he takes? Mm-hmm. Is he going to turn down?
He enjoys people talking to Clay, people talking to Draymond, people talking to Steph, people talking to Looney, people talking to Poole. Then somebody might come over here and talk to me.
I don't know, but you know who he actually plays like. Who you think he play? Who you think his comp is?
Wiggins.
And he shoots just like him. He plays exactly like this guy.
Who is this?
Kevin Garnett. He shoots the same shots that Garnett shoots. He shoots the same. He has the same form, same technique.
Okay.
He plays like a smaller version of Kevin Garnett.
Okay. My first thought was that he doesn't have that length, but I can see what you're saying. But he doesn't have that dog like Kevin Garnett.
Yeah, but he doesn't, but he hits that open shot. Look, just watch. Like, if you do a video, get a video side by side and have them just look at them. They look exactly alike.
He just has to have that dog every night, man. Don't forget what Kevin Garnett was doing against Paul Gasol in the finals. He was destroying him.
Yeah.
Destroying him. I mean, he made that guy look like. Please, everybody out there, go back and look at that first championship run with the Lakers versus Kobe. Was just like amazed. Like, he's breaking this guy down every which way under the sun. Swatting shots, up and unders. I mean, he was putting pivot moves on Paul Gasol that Paul Gasol had never seen.
Hey, I love Paul Gasol, actually.
I enjoy him too. I
got some really nice Paul Gasols. Actually, I had his refractor Topps refractor PSA 10, and I sold it before the like right before the pandemic for $300. They went up to 2,000. They went up to 2,500 right quick. That was one I regretted, but I got a bunch of numbered rookie cards. I really like Paul Gasol. I like that Euro game a little bit, but he wasn't too scary, but he was kind of scary. You know what I'm saying?
He was getting handled, man. And then he went back and found his courage and came back for that second run.
Hey, Kobe got it out of him, man.
Kobe got it out of him. And that's what I think of Wiggins. Wiggins has to be around some people that's going to pull that out of him. The other day, in game one, Wiggins hit a three. No, game one. Game one, Wiggins hit a three, and Iguodala met him in half court and was like, that's what I'm talking about. Now, if you got many players coming at you, telling you that, Draymond keeps telling him we need that dog out of you, Wiggins knows, man. He doesn't want to go run a team.
So you think he's going to turn down $40 million a year?
I think he's going to find, if he goes somewhere, he will go somewhere with a dominant player on that team.
No team with a dominant player will pick him up.
But then he'll be in Golden State.
No, he's going to wind up somewhere like
Sacramento. Where's he going?
Sacramento.
No. Then he'll be Barnes.
That's actually his comp. That was kind of his comp.
Yes, he will be Barnes. But he has way more potential than Barnes. He has more athletic ability. He has a better shot. He can dunk on you. He's better than Barnes, but he plays in that box.
Yeah, I just don't see him taking less money.
Somebody's gonna take less money to be in the culture of
it's gonna be Clay. It's gonna have to be Clay or Steph.
Oh, we'll see.
And look, and I was telling somebody the other day, Al Horford, they were like, Al Horford did a better job with Draymond Green than Draymond Green, but that was an aberration. You know what I'm saying? Like, there was no way they were going to shoot like that.
You talking about game one?
Yeah.
Because Al Horford had 2 points last night.
Yeah, 2 points. Yeah.
But
also, I didn't realize Iguodala didn't dress out after. Iguodala had a really solid good game in game one.
Yeah, I think he didn't dress out for a reason that they probably won't talk about.
Wait, you think he did something?
No, I think it's about other players. I think they gave him homage as a vet and had him start game one.
He started?
He started game one.
Oh, but he played well, though.
Yeah, he played well. But I think this is about paying him his respect. He started game one. This is about Poole and other players. You're going to see some Kuminga. You're going to see some. This is not about Iguodala.
They didn't play Kuminga. They played.
You will see him. You will see him.
Who's the European? Who's the little white guy?
Bellinelli.
Yeah, he's good.
Well, he's good because he has length. He can shoot the three, and he can block your shot.
He can handle. He can bring the ball up the court.
That's right. That's why he's out there. And that's what Kuminga will be doing. Give him some time.
Yeah, he could. I mean, Kuminga could do it. I'm curious to see that team. I think they're going to wind up having to trade because I think they may wind up trading Wiseman, though. They may. I
thought about this the last couple of days. I thought about this. Yeah, that could happen. Could happen.
So, but I don't know what they need. I mean, they
need a point guard on this.
They probably need another guard.
They need another guard. They need another ball handler. And
they also saying Gary Payton Jr. is going to probably get a nice size contract.
He should.
But where all this money coming from?
I don't know.
So they're going to be on the luxury tax for sure. So
the cool thing about this setup is they have so much young talent that pieces could leave and other pieces can develop.
Yeah, they do.
They're so deep.